Hey, Rush Reckless here, and welcome to a very special video. So today, as you've probably already noticed, we are going to be playing with Rapid Mousers, but we're not just going to be playing with Rapid Mousers. We're playing Swarm Rush specifically in the top 10. As you can see, I'm top 5. To be honest, guys, it doesn't get any better than this. So if you guys don't like this video, I don't know how else to satisfy you guys, but we're playing Swarm Rush. This deck is pretty insane. You obviously got your triple, your Trinity, 1 manas, and you got your beautiful 2 manas here. The only card I don't really like is Gifted, but honestly, Gifted is pretty it's actually pretty good, but in the current meta, like Sparkly Kitty overpowers it, so that's alright. Then we have Restless, Saber, Mutineers, and Rapid Monsters as runners. This also, keep in mind, you have to always keep track of how to get your lethals. So this is 5, 5, 5, and 5, so obviously a mix of those 4, and boom, 20 damage done to the base. So we're gonna get right into a game and hope we can get some easy wins. And we are into our very first opponent. Oh my god, it's the amazing Gazo. So the only way I actually remember this name is because this guy completely destroyed me playing Shadowfen Rush one time. He actually ruined me on mana 5. He did 20 damage to my base in pretty much 3 turns, and I died, so that was hilarious. I can explain that in just a bit, but first let's play out our turn. Rapid Mouser is obviously not a good card, Trekking being an insanely good card against Rush, so it's going to be a difficult matchup. Because this is just 3 mana and we can only really play out these 2 cards, I need to cycle here, so I need to cycle before making any wise decision. And we get this. Saber Paws into Head Start isn't too bad. I think that is my best play. I am going to play Center, and we really hope that the Head Start lands here so I can actually kill the Trekking. The only downside to this is if he plays Crimson Sentry, which is this one. If he plays Crimson Sentry here, sorry, one second. If he plays Crimson Sentry here or Witches like right here, then this will proc and then it will deal damage to this, and then this will hit this and then trigger it and then kill everything. So you really don't want that, but you know, that is the reality of the game. I really hope this does a perfect trade. That is the best possible outcome for us. Okay, it does the perfect trade. Okay, so oh no, it does not. Okay, that's just great. Why did I not think about that? Okay, so this is obviously also going to clear Saber Paws. Once again, Trekking. I really don't like the card. I think it's pretty annoying, but that's okay. He also runs Tog Sack. Oh, there's so much dirty combos. This guy has everything up his sleeve. So honestly, realistically, our best play here is either clearing, or we can set up a play for Shady go into a runner. The only runner would be Restless here. Doppelbox. Doppelbox not a good card either, honestly, because man, Shadowfen just has too much. Too much. Okay, if we play Sparkly Kitties here, I'm really hoping it goes left. If it goes right, then I'm kind of in a bad spot once again. I mean, no matter what, I think we're not in a good spot, but we do get that Sparkly Kitties, which is really good. I'm gonna actually play with Gifted first, I think. Nah, GP is a little bit better actually. We'll play GP on the side. Gifted over here works. This isn't my best. I mean, that is my best play given the conditions, I guess. But like, I could have let that live and then played Doppel, but it's just so risky to leave frontline because he really wants to ROF. So Rain of Frogs will obviously spawn a lot of Toads. If I didn't restrict this frontline, then it tries to deny him a good setup for that. He could also just, for example, here he might Sparkly Kitties, clear that. He might even GP into this. It's fine. I'm really just looking for. Okay, there it is. Yeah, there's a GP. I'm really looking for some kind of line where I can do some damage, to be honest. This is actually not bad. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this part. It's actually really good for me. So, how's the game looking now? So we could also just play FM with Summon. I do think we're drawing into Erratic though. Erratic, what else could we possibly draw? We already cycled out Rapid, so I think it is Erratic. Oh, GP again. That's kind of strange, but honestly, I'm not going to complain because that is a great card. In this matchup, I think I really want to be playing out my runners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Doppel here, Restless Goats next into the base, and then I'll play GP into some Militia. That's probably my best play. So we'll go ahead and do that. So now we're a little bit in the lead, and I do expect him to use Toxac right here, but that's kind of the idea. If he uses Toxac, I mean, there was no point for me to play Doppel here or anywhere else, really. I couldn't play here because Restless wouldn't be given a position to attack. That's kind of why I had to play it here. Toxic here is fine, it's just bound to happen. And then we just have a little bit, we have at least some units to work with, so honestly not too bad. I think so far the start of the game is not the end of the world. I am a little scared though. Shadowfen is obviously our worst matchup, and this guy actually ran me down in 3 turns. I still remember that. That's hilarious. So what happened was he started with the Zur Hatcher, Azure Hatcher, and then I actually cleared it. Oh no, I don't remember if I cleared. I ended up clearing it, but a little too slow or something like that. And he ended up getting 2 toads here, or even 3 actually. I believe he got 3 toads, and he ended up using Faithless Prophets. That did so much damage to my base already, and then he just finished with the Obsidian Butchers, and then I just died. So that was fantastic. So he actually did not play Toxac there. Okay, what are we looking at? We can't use Rapid Monsters here. It's just too slow of a card. We also can't use Saber Paws. Kind of sucks that we have no opening. So we will go ahead and cycle that then. And I guess, honestly, because of how Shadowfen works, I think it's fine to play Shady Ghoul just to keep it alive. In that case, I'm going to play Saber Paws first though. Saber Paws, Head Start, separate our units. It's actually really smart because what I'm trying to do is separate my 2 strongest units. What he doesn't know is that I don't run... Okay, so what he doesn't know is that I don't run Forgotten Souls. He probably thinks I do though, so this is obviously a huge bait, kind of. I'm trying to like bait him to thinking I've Forgotten Souls, and that way he will be forced to either clear this or clear this. No matter what, somebody's gonna die. Probably Toxac here. That's fine. My other option was playing Shady Ghoul here, but I feel like then he's just gonna clear this and then with Sparkly Kitties or something, then explode everything. That's even worse. I'd rather force him to make some really crazy play, because if he Toxacs here, I will almost certainly at least have some unit up. It's looking really tricky because this game's over in like 2 turns, guys. This is how fast Heroes League games go, just because everyone's running some super cheap cards. Crimson Sentry. So I know he does play that. This position is kind of interesting. I guess Toxac here. Alderman. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alderman. Alderman. So we get, actually, we can do an FM here. Okay, not the end of the world. So I think Sparkly Kitties Doppel-Radic FM. The problem is, guys, remember, he runs Toxac. And that is the most annoying thing in the planet, honestly. I will have to actually deal with that. So one way or another, I'm dealing with that. I think it's better to play something like this. We need to really separate our units pretty much. So this is like make or break here. I think this is the part where I either win or I lose, which is kind of sad because he's going to Toxac next turn 100%. I'm just not so sure why he's not playing ROF though. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, like I said, I think it's really make or break. He still doesn't know I don't have Forgotten Souls, so I'm not entirely sure how he's going to play this turn. I do think he's going to end up Toxacing this side, or actually right here would be the best Toxac. Kill all that, kill this, and then I would have to use some kind of runners to win here. I mean, that's my best play. Let's see what happens. Goes here. I think that's actually not bad. Ooh, Tegor. Tegor is really interesting. So he really does not care about Forgotten Souls, because Forgotten Souls he would be actually lethal. The other lethal is... Okay, that's actually the best thing that could have happened. Right here. We're gonna top deck Saber Paws, right? When do we play Saber Paws? Saber Paws right here. No Saber Paws. Why is there no Saber Paws? Oh, no. It's not good. So we have to do this. We also draw Rapid Mousers next turn. And we have to defend, because if we don't defend, we're going to lose. And I know he has to play some kind of runners. Tegor was interesting. He's running a completely different deck from the last time. So I'm really trying to squeeze it in a way to win. So Saber Paws was here. Rapid Mousers was also here. I'm not so sure why I didn't draw any of these though, because dang, I was expecting at least one of the 2. Rapid Mousers actually should have for sure been drawn there, I believe, but I guess that's RNG. So 13 health. Let's see, ROF plus the Butchers would do a total of 12. That sounds really bad, doesn't that? ROF Butcher would do 12. So ROF Butchers plus like Devious Hags is actually even lethal. Of course, ROF RNG has to not block him, but that sounds really bad. I really hope I don't lose this, because right here I could actually easily win next turn. This is a beautiful ladder combo here. We have pretty much, you can like do Shady Gold, Alpha Box, Rapid Mousers. Like right here, Rapid Mousers is gonna win right here, I believe. I think we win. I think we win, guys. Let's go. All right, so beautiful. We get either Doppel, Shady Gold. It doesn't really matter. But he has a GP. Oh, he already used GP. What the heck? So he just gave me a free win? I'll take it. I'm gonna even Rapid Mouser Sam just to show him true dominance right here. Let's go. So that is a beautiful way to win our first game, and that is literally with Rapid Mousers in top 10. So let's see what else we can do in the next games. I really want to make these videos shorter though, because I know that I know that a lot of you don't watch to the end, so let's see our next game. And we're into our second game. Another Shadowfen player. I believe I actually faced this player before. Oh, I'm not too sure. It's really important to remember names, but I'm still a fairly new face in the high HL, so well, I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Shady Goal opener against Shadowfen actually is pretty decent. I think it's pretty good for most of the time, so we'll go ahead and do that. And Rapid Mouser doesn't see play, unfortunately, until like super late game, as you saw last game. So go ahead and cycle that out. And the reason why I want to play first is, like I said before, I've said that so many times, but for anyone that's new, pretty much the order in which you play or cycle your cards actually matters for when you're going to draw them back. So obviously it makes a lot more sense for me to play Shady Go first, cycle out Rapid Masters after. Now this is fine. It's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. I'm really looking for probably Erratic Neglects, or even like GP would be like solid. GP or Erratic Neglects would be solid. Okay, so we don't get a perfect GP trade here, which obviously that part really does suck. But I'm actually considering something. No, I was considering keeping this at 1 after trading with this, because if they play like ROF, then it would trade 1 for 1. But the problem is it will likely just bounce and buff something else on the board, because once again it is ROF. So it's okay. We're gonna play like this. Is it really the right play? Is it really the right? Yes, it is. Okay, the only reason why this is actually the right play, I would say, is because I really just want frontline. I'm really hoping the SM lands right here somewhere. Okay, well, it always lands here. It even landed here last game, actually, the exact same tile. But you really want to hope to get some kind of frontline here, because once you get frontline, all you really want to do is just throw in runners. Against Shadowfen, they control the whole board. Okay, the whole board is theirs. Like this board is not for me to play with. They can literally just take over the entire board. So what I really need to do, that's gonna suck actually. That's a huge buff, but at least it will go down with this. So I guess it's whatever. So because, like I was saying, they control the entire board, my goal is to try my best to negate that. So we're gonna go ahead and do this, and against Shadowfen, you don't want to be playing like right here corner, because then Crimson Sentry witches will kill everything. So I'll play it right here. We're definitely going to play it first before we cycle. I think Erratic Neglects is much better than its counterpart right there, Head Start. Just because for 1 mana you get 5, 2 mana you get 7, and it's RNG, so that's fine. Is this a player or a bot? This has to be a player, right? Why are they playing so fast? It's like so confused. It's actually confusing me. Okay, so interesting. We are looking in the worst spot I've ever seen. But there are some benefits to this. Let's cycle out Shady Ghoul, or we could actually even Doppel Restless first, which I think is fine. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. Doppel Restless is just so much damage. So now they're at 10, and that's looking really good. I'm going to have to cycle out Shady Ghoul. That's tough. That's actually really tough, because ideally we either kill this or we have a unit on board. Wow, that's tough. So this is where Sparkly Kitty sucks, because there's a 50-50 of landing here. I'm actually going to risk it, because even if it hits the unit, I think it's okay. It's not the end of the world, so I think it's okay. Oh my gosh, we're so lucky. That could actually just win us the game right there. That Sparkly Kitty is top left. So this is a real player. I don't know how they play like so bot-like. Last turn they played like immediate. They're like, I know exactly what to do, and they started spamming everything. That's hilarious. We actually have lethal on hand. That's the crazy part. We literally have Rapid Masters FM if we have frontline. Is that likely? Not really, but it's possible. And against Shadowfen, if anything's possible, then you have to take it. You have to take everything you can against Shadowfen. Our hardest matchup. There's Toxac. Dang, this is crazy. It even poisons it, so it's gonna like, oh my gosh, this is annoying. That is annoying. So they clear. I think I'm still okay with that. You know, the funny part is we could like WS Rapid into Erratic. I don't like this being alive though. Ideally, you just kill this, right? Fine. We have to get rid of this. Yeah, we have to get rid of this. We're gonna actually play this line though. The very least. Yeah, we have to get rid of that. That really sucks though. And we're gonna play right here. This kind of position actually it doesn't really do much, because they have GP in hand, and they definitely have Saber Paws from the first turn, so they're gonna GP Saber Paws. But this position is good in the sense that it will prevent, like if they want to attack my Saber Paws directly, they can't. They have to go through the FM first. So that is at least a benefit, but I mean, it really sucks that in the whole exchange, so there's a Saber Pause coming out now. This whole exchange, it's not too bad. They might even convert. Okay, nice. Actually, it's better to clear, so I'll take that. I believe my next drawn card is Restless Goats. I am like mighty sure about it. I'm actually gonna go play super aggressive here. This line into this line. You also don't really want to buff the trekking, so like that's another problem, but there's a chance where you buff it. Come on, Restless Goats. How is this not working? Okay. We have GP. Honestly, it's not too bad though. So we have a pretty nice head start here that we can get off after playing here into here. I think that's actually fine. I think that is fine. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'm hoping it's fine. Restless Goats, Rapid also lethal. I mean, I'm talking as if I already lost, but obviously that's not the case. Like, we have Shady Ghoul, which is really good for surviving whatever AoE they play. This also survives Toxac, at least past the poison part, so we'll survive up until the poison. So honestly, not too bad, not too bad. I'm really looking at this card, and this card. All these cards, and then we win, please. Because the Crimson Sentry comes out on this side. Yeah, this is so bad. It's gonna also buff it, so that's a big problem. Actually, buffing it, that's pretty funny. It's actually not too bad. Also, even this is not too bad. Wait, we could actually win here. We could actually win here. No way. No way, we win here. We win here, right? Go up, go up, go up, 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 up. Oh my gosh, we win here. Let's go. Okay, perfect. So we win on yet another game. It's fantastic. And it's with Rapid. Like, this is hilarious. I mean, you could, for this one, we could actually, both games, maybe even Grim Couriers can work. But Rapid Mouse is showing a lot of usefulness in these games. This is just hilarious. To be fair, I feel like the enemy's deck could have been better. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like ROF, even, I don't know, ROF is like just a huge counter to us. Trekking, both these players have been playing Trekking, but interesting. So now we're number 4. Let's see if we can at least finish. Okay, there's like no chance we're gonna finish 3. It's a little bit too far, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if we can get into more games. Oh man, so we're playing against Amazing Gazo again. I'm actually mispronouncing this. I believe it actually is Amazing Azo. My bad for that. Okay, so maybe it's gonna be a little tough now. Okay, let me think. So Doppelbox, I really don't like Doppelbox against Shadowfen. I think it's actually pretty bad because it just dies to Toxic so easily. And it also technically has no movement despite it being really good for pushing forward. We can cycle this out. I'm really hoping for Shady Ghoul. Honestly, it's like the best draw. So this hand also really sucks, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't want to lose to GP. Like, if they have green prototypes in hand, I basically just lose the game if I play like Zero Pause. So we're not going to play that line. Let's just play a little bit safer here. Get obvious. I'm really actually looking to do like either Gifted Restless next turn or Zero Pause Restless, but either way I really want to just dish out some damage next turn. That is like the go-to. If he drops Trekking here, it is a little annoying, but as long as we can deal with it, I think it's fine. Okay, this is actually really good for me because it's a perfect trade, and I'm not sure what else you'd play here. Dubious Hags, it's fine. That's fine. Honestly, in this case, like this kind of scenario, Doppelbox wouldn't be too bad. Doppelbox here wouldn't be too bad. Head Start, I don't think Head Start sees play. We're definitely going to lose Frontline next turn. So we can actually go ahead, either play Saber Pause. I'm trying to think of my 2 manas right now. I really don't have any better 2 manas. So I'm actually going to go ahead and play Saber Pause. The reason why I'm playing Saber Pause instead of Gifted is because I wanted to cycle back by the time Blessed Goat cycles back. So I'm actually going to do this. I think it's fine. This is going to die to GP, which really sucks, but whatever. There's not much I can do about that. And we'll cycle out Head Start because we're definitely frontline. Yeah, that had to be the play. There was really nothing else I could do there. So for those who are saying, oh, you could have just played Gifted instead, the problem with playing Gifted is that I really don't like the card, to be honest, to be frank with you guys. And that will just keep Saber Pause in hand. And when you look at the board already, they're already kind of pushing for damage. So they could already be pushing for damage. At least Gifted Recruits can like help defensive wise. And at the same time, I want to cycle back into this for later. I don't really need it now. So it makes a lot more sense to play Zero Pause over Gifted there. Trekking here, interesting. This is a kind of funny placement, actually. I think he obviously doesn't want me to push forward. That's fine. We'll cycle out Rapid Monsters. We really need, I mean, ideally we get a two mana, but I think we either get Summon, GP, or Shady Ghoul here. Okay, so there's a GP. which I really don't like any of these cards, to be honest. Trying to think what's the best way to play this. I mean, ideally you get frontline and then you can play forward, but that's not gonna happen in the real world. So we could also just play... I mean, you could play gifted GPU. That sounds so bad because then you lose out FM, don't you? I don't think that's the play. I think you really have to just play something really bad here, honestly. This looks like the worst play I can make, though. Oh well, this is actually... There's not much I could do there. I really want to cycle that out, and I really don't want FM in hand, so that's kind of why I did it like this. But I mean, if you're gonna ask me, is that the right play? I don't really think so, to be honest. It's hard to say what I could have done better there. Like, this game's already looking bad because starting hand was bad, considering like how many low cheap stuff I have, and I couldn't even maximize mana on 3 mana. That's obviously really bad. So here's Witches, which clears everything. I mean, yeah, unless, well, it's gonna ping here at least once, right? Okay, so ping twice, so he's gonna have to clear this with something else. And I mean, the game's really looking bad for me, guys. If it buffs this, it'd be worse. Okay, good. So it didn't buff that. Shady Gold drawn late. We'll have this 1 mana card, and we're probably gonna draw Sparkly Kitties. If we draw Sparkly Kitties, we kind of still have a chance, right? I think Sparkly Kitties is the only way to actually win here. So there's Sparkly Kitties. We can do Sparkly Kitties into Doppel here, and then just head start. I think that's like the only way to do anything here. So this 1 damage is gonna proc here. Interesting. So we have until this Witches reaches our base before we lose also, by the way. So, you know, not really looking good. Also, they have Crimson Sentry, but if they Crimson Sentry right here, at the very least it does tick that, tick that, tick that, hit this, which wouldn't kill it. Honestly, Crimson Sentry here wouldn't be too bad because as long as it hits this one, I think it's fine. He does play Tegor, remember guys, we have to keep that in mind. Tegor deals 8 damage. He also plays Saber Paws from, but he just played it, so I'm not too worried about that. So with this in mind, this would do 9, and then I would be kept at literally 8. After Vitalize, it's going to be 9. I probably have to deal with this, to be honest. Toxac here might come out here. Really? So he's taking his own unit, actually. Honestly, not too bad. Not too bad. I think I'm still really losing, though. I'm still really losing, aren't I? So, is there any chance we win this game? I think we just lose. Because we just played Doppel. Rapid Mousers is likely my next card, which is like really poor. We don't have any way to push forward. That is just fantastic. Honestly, what I'm thinking of is hitting this. That sounds just as bad, if not worse. So we're gonna go ahead and do this play, I guess. There's like very little for me to do. He's gonna have GP in hand next turn, so what I'm going to try and do is deny him some kind of GP value if I can. Some Militia here would be the best placement. This placement actually sucks. He's gonna clear this into GP, and at that point, I think the game's kind of over. We're gonna try our best because he did just play Toxac, so he's going to have to clear with Crimson Sentry next turn into Tegor for lethal. He doesn't have Saber Paws. I don't think he'll have Saber Paws next turn, so we're really trying to like, we're risking a lot here. I don't think we can win this one though, but we'll try our best. We'll try our best. Because Crimson Sentry into Tegor is the only play possible for him to like win there. He just played Toxac, and I don't think he'll have Saber Paws for next turn. He does have GP in hand though. He's definitely looking to clear this with Dubious Hags, GP. Yep, there it is. And then I'm not so sure what he'd do with this. Okay, so Dubious Hags goes there. He has to kill Tegor now to clear. That's actually really interesting. Oh, that's actually pretty decent though. Huh, this is hilarious. That is hilarious. You can actually just push that all the way there. Honestly, we're not dead. We're not dead. But are we like looking healthy? Not really. I don't think we can play rapid here. I do not think so. Yeah, this hand is looking a lot better, unfortunately. Okay, well, this is really our best play. I don't think he has Toxic in hand, so that's kind of what I'm betting on right now. And yeah, this is looking like our best play, I guess. There's not much else. I don't think he has Toxac. If he has Toxac into Cedar Paws is lethal. I don't think he has it. I think we still have like one return, but I mean, there's no way we deal 15 damage in like one return. So that's unfortunate. We're gonna lose this one, but yeah, there's not much we could say about it. It just comes down to the fact that we had a really bad starting hand with 3 mana and we didn't use it all. This could also be lethal, actually. Well, maybe. We have to, yeah, okay, this into, okay, there we go. Yeah, Sparkly, Saber Paws is lethal now. Perfect. Good game. Good game. 1 for 1. I'm gonna end up losing so many crowns for this, though. That's unfortunate. So we'll play one more. See where that gets us. That is unfortunate, to say the least. I think I tried playing that the best I could, but once again, it's just Shadowfen. Shadowfen is a lot stronger than against this deck, at least. So let's get into another game. Okay, so I don't know what sins I committed to face Shadowfen again, but we're gonna do the best we can for this one. I'm really looking at Shady Ghoul. I think Shady Ghoul is the better opener against Shadowfen, but even last game, I think, no, 2 games ago, we even got countered with the Satyr Paws into GP. Like, how did they have these hands? How are they getting these plays? Okay, is there a Hatcher? Oh, I think this player actually plays, I know exactly what he plays. This player plays Bragda ROF, and yes, Azure Hatcher's Bragda ROF, so I'm gonna really try my best to play around that. Okay, so Doppelbox, like I said, especially on this kind of boards, you really don't want to be playing that. And they're playing Bragda, so you have to keep that in mind. Ideally, we actually just clear, honestly, but the other play is just Restless into base. I would really like that. Yeah, that's definitely not the play. Like, that is definitely not the play. We're going to play this into Head Start, I think is fine. I hate having to clear, though. It's kind of the problem. So either I go super Mega Rush, or I end up clearing these. You know, that's a big problem because, okay, so if I don't clear these, what happens is he's going to Bragda. He's going to Bragda soon. And if I do clear it, then he just Toxacs anyways. I guess this is actually the better play because he's going to Toxac anyways, so I might as well just play it like this. I hope it goes to the edge here. Wow, that's beautiful. That is actually the best place it could have gone because now he's forced to Toxac here, which is at the very least better than my other alternatives. This Toxac isn't as valuable as if Head Start landed right here. At the same time, Toxac doesn't even kill this unit, so honestly, not looking too bad. You would need Toxac, Dubious, or something into GP, so that's interesting. I'm guessing he's... Yeah, that play is interesting. That is all... This is so bad. This is such a bad play. Not only I Head Start... Oh my god. That's hilarious. Okay, so he did just play Hysteria. Hunter's Vengeance, sorry, I want to say Hysteria. Hunter's Vengeance. So you could Rapid Monster into their base. I think that is probably a big misplay. I'm looking for Saber Paws, Restless, FM, please. Okay, perfect. This is good. This is good. We're gonna do this. I'm going to actually play SM over GP here because I don't know exactly what they're running, and I feel like taking over this tile here is a big misplay with Crimson Sentry or Witches coming out. We're just not going to take over this tile here. We're going to leave it open, and yeah, it's fine. It's fine. One also really cool position about keeping a 5 strength unit here and keeping a unit here is that they have to clear this first before they use GP. So honestly, it's not the end of the world. Okay, here's the Toxac coming out, which once again, like I'm really playing around every single detail here. Like I've literally purposely not taken over this tile because I knew something like that would happen, and we just deserve to win this game. How much do you guys think we draw? We draw first Mutineers here. Did we have it in the first hand? Man, the game went by so fast I can't even remember. So we're gonna cycle this out because Shady Ghoul GP is the best one, but watch this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. FM right here. Honestly, that's kind of misplay because we could have drawn Rapid Masters. So we don't get it. We don't get it, but it's so close. I can definitely tuck in a really disgusting Shady Ghoul here. This will force out all kinds of plays. Yes, this is the best position for my Shady Ghoul. We honestly win even with whatever happens after. So honestly, the FM draw was a bit ambitious because there's no way that this would happen. Like, there's no way I'd draw it this soon, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it too much either. But I think we just won this game. There's like nothing else they can do. All we really need is Sparkly Kitties here. Sparkly Kitties is drawn next, and we just win with FM. Wow, this is so bad. This is so bad. This is I don't think the enemy played this game well. I do not think so. I think everything that happened like there was a lot of misplays. Perhaps they just didn't have the correct cards to play, but there's no way. I don't know what to say. That was like textbook misplay. I don't know. There's just so much. It's also hard to counter that, to be honest, with Azure Hatchers. It's really hard to counter a shitty goal using just Azure Hatchers. I think that could also be the reason why. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna we started at rank 5. We're gonna end rank 5. I had a lot of fun doing this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and catch you in the next one. Peace.